In life, we often hold on to our past, believing it shapes who we are. But what if holding on to the past becomes the very thing that stops us from moving forward? The lesson we are about to learn today is that our past should guide us, not weigh us down. Once, in a tranquil valley nestled between towering mountains, there lived a young fox named Finn. His coat was golden and sleek. His eyes shone with curiosity and joy. Finn was gentle, kind-hearted, and always eager to help anyone in need. But what truly made Finn different wasn't just his appearance. It was his peculiar habit, one that no one else seemed to understand. Every day, after playing and running through the valley, Finn would carefully observe everything around him. He would listen to the rustling of the leaves, the chirping of birds, and even the whispering wind. But instead of simply enjoying the moments, Finn had a strange habit. He would pick up small pebbles and, with his tiny paws, carve the memory of each moment onto them. Sometimes it was a happy memory, a beautiful sunset or a playful game. Other times, it was a sad memory, a moment of loss or loneliness. After carving the memory into each pebble, he would drop it into a small leather pouch that hung around his neck. To Finn, each pebble was a treasure, holding the story of his day. He thought to himself, every moment, whether good or bad, is a piece of me. I must keep them all to remember who I am. At first, it felt wonderful. The first time he tasted sweet berries, he wrote it on a stone. That day he sat under the rain and felt cold drops fall on her. Feathers, he wrote that too on a stone. Even when he quarreled with another, words and felt hurt, he craved it. Carefully, each pebble was a story, a token of life's moments. He carved memories of the first time he caught a rabbit, the joy of running with his friends, and even the pain of losing a loved one. His pouch filled quickly, and he began to think, this is my life's collection. I will carry it always with me. But slowly, the pouch became heavier. Each day, as Finn added more pebbles, he felt his steps growing slower. His paws grew tired, and his body felt the weight of his memories. At first, he didn't notice the change, as he was so focused on preserving his life stories. But soon, he found it harder to run with the others, and his joyful spirit began to fade. One day, while resting under a large oak tree, an wise old man named Ori passed by. Ori noticed a heavy pouch hanging around Finn's neck and approached with gentle gaze. "Young fox," the old man asked softly, "what is it that you carry with you?" Finn, proud of his collection, smiled and said, "Oh, wise one, this pouch holds my life. Each pebble contains a memory, every joy, every sorrow, every lesson. It's precious to me. I carry it wherever I go." The old man looked at him with a deep, knowing expression. "But my dear Finn," he said, "we must learn to live in the present. The past, whether joyful or painful, is gone. It is no use carrying it with us. Memories should guide you, not burden you." Finn tilted his head, confused by the old man's words. "But these pebbles are my life," he replied. "How can I forget them?" The old man smiled gently. "You do not need to forget them, but you must learn to let go. Carrying so much weight will only slow you down. You must trust that the future will bring new moments, new memories." With those words, the old man walked away, leaving Finn to ponder her advice. Days passed, but Finn did not let go of his pouch. He kept adding pebbles, believing that each memory, no matter how heavy, was essential to who he was. But as time went on, he began to feel the toll on his body. The weight of his pouch made it difficult to chase the butterflies he once loved, and the joy of running with his friends seemed to slip away. One stormy evening, as dark clouds gathered in the sky, the wind picked up and rain began to pour. Finn tried to race home to his den, but the weight of his pouch slowed him down. His paws grew tired, and the storm was too much for him. Finally, the pouch pulled him down to ground, and the pebbles spilled out, rolling away in all directions. The very memories he had worked so hard to preserve now became his undoing. The weight of his past crushed him, and he lay there, exhausted, as the storm raged around him. The next morning, the wise old man passed through the valley again. When he saw Finn lying still, with his pouch of memories scattered around him, his heart filled with sorrow. He sat beside him, remembering the advice he had shared. "Memories are not meant to be carried like burdens," he whispered softly. "They should guide you, not weigh you down. You want to hold on to your past, but in doing so, you forgot to live in the present." The story of Finn the Fox teaches us a profound lesson. His habit of carrying every memory, both joyful and painful, shows how many of us hold on to our past, our regrets, and our mistakes. At first, we may not feel the weight, but over time, these memories become a burden, slowing us down and preventing us from moving forward. We all carry the weight of the past. Sometimes memories of joy that make us long for what we've lost, or painful memories of failure, fear, and regret. But just as Finn learned, these memories are meant to guide us, not trap us. If we continue to cling to the past, we risk losing the beauty of the present and the potential of the future. The old man's words remind us that life is not meant to be lived by carrying the weight of yesterday. True freedom comes when we release the burdens of the past and allow ourselves to move forward, to rise, and to embrace the present moment. This story teaches us that letting go of past regrets, fears, and pains allows us to live fully and freely. When we stop carrying the weight of our past, we can spread our wings and experience the joy of life right now.